Book is right. There are too many words that I cannot pronounce on the back of this book. Hello everybody and welcome back to Teacups and Toadstools. I got my Little Prince mug today. I love this. My brother got it for me in Paris when he went. We're filming in a new location today. This is my wall of pictures and paintings that all of my friends have gotten me, so fun little new angle of my room for you. And this is my fake fireplace. I love it. It's so cute. Once I get a better camera and maybe a tripod, we might be filming more over there, so we'll see. I'm not sure. I'm still figuring it out. Welcome everybody to my first TBR video. For those of you that don't know, a TBR is the to be read for the month of December. So without further ado, let's get into it. My tea might disappear behind the camera because I have to hold some books. I'm sorry you guys, but it's there. I promise it's there in spirit. All right, let's get going. First book is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I'm about halfway through it right now, and it's taken me a while to get through, but I'm hoping that with winter break coming up, I'll actually be able to finish it. For those of you that don't know, Little Women is the story of four sisters who lived together during the Civil War era in America, and it follows the journeys of Meg, the oldest sister, Jo, the second oldest and the tomboyish sister, Beth, and Amy. And it's a great story. I've enjoyed the first half immensely. It's just a long book, so I'm really excited to finish it this month. All right, the next book I'm going to be talking about is The Search for Wondla. I don't know, guys, I'm sorry. But it's by Tony de Terlizzi, who also wrote the Spiderwick Chronicles, for those of you who might be familiar with that. He also illustrated this book, so there's a bunch of pictures in it, which is like really cool. Basically, this story follows a girl named Ava, and she is living in isolation underground without any people to talk to, and someone attacks her home, and it forces her to flee, and it follows her on this great adventure, which is the search for Wondla. So yay, so excited for this one. It's gonna be great. But yeah, this is a children's literature book, but I've heard really good things and adults have enjoyed it as well. So book number 2. All right, so the next book is coming to you from the science fiction genre, and it's a classic that I have never read before, and I'm really excited to dive into it. It's called Dune. It's by Frank Herbert. This is a classic. My grandfather and my dad have been trying to get me to read this book for a very long time. I don't know what it's about really at all, and so I'll just read the back. A stunning blend of adventure and mysticism, environmentalism and politics. Interesting. Dune won the first Nebula Award, shared the Hugo Award, and formed the basis of what is undoubtedly the greatest epic in science fiction. Science fiction is not a genre I go for a lot of the time, but I'm excited to kind of see what this one has to offer, and maybe it'll change my mind. The next book is one that some of you might have read in school. I never read it, and I've always wanted to, and I remember my classmates all read it, and I was like, that sounds like a really cool book, and I just never have, and it's a classic. It's The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, and it follows the journey from what I understand of a guy named Santiago, and he leaves his homeland, which is in Spain, and he goes on a journey to find the treasure that's buried beneath the Egyptian pyramids. Apparently it's kind of a journey of self-discovery, so I'm excited to read this book. I kind of understand why this topic was one that we read in high school, but yeah, I'm excited to see what this one has to offer, and my manager at my old bookstore told me that I needed to read this book more than anything. The last book I want to read for this month, I actually don't have a physical copy of because it's on Prime Reading, so check it out. If you have Amazon Prime, you get to read it for free, and it's The Sacred Enneagram, and it's by Christopher Heuertz, I think is how you pronounce his last name. I'm sorry, Christopher, if you're watching this video. I don't know, I'm sorry. I heard about this book because there's a band called Sleeping at Last that my friend introduced me to, and they do songs based on each of the 9 Enneagram types, and it's really cool. Check him out. I'll leave a link in the description to his website where you can listen to the songs, and he also has a podcast where he has Christopher on his show, and they talk about the different types and what goes into all the songs, and it's really something that's been interesting me, and I've been wanting to read his book. This book does kind of view the Enneagram from a Christian spiritual perspective, but there's a lot to be gained, I've heard still, even if you don't follow that faith. So yes, just so you know that information before diving into it with me. But yeah, I'll try to put a picture of the cover here if I can figure it out. It'll be there, and you can see it looks really cool. The cover itself just kind of gets me into it. Thank you so much for tuning in today to Teacups and Toadstools. Let me know below if you've read any of these books and what you think about them. No spoilers though, please. Or if you're reading any of these along with me. My Goodreads is down below, so you can check out my progress throughout the month, see what I'm thinking about these books, and subscribe to my channel for more content, and I'll see you soon. Bye!